Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to IPL. This is week 2 versus Jinko. Jinko's team is right here. He has Rotom Wash, Amoonguss, Z Arcanine, Primarina, Escavalier. During our battle, it was Rotom Fan. He dropped it this week, so he can bring it next week in week 3. Mega Medicham, Salamence, Mamoswine, Alolan, Marowak, and Murkrow. Out of those, I was expecting the Rotom, the Primarina, because I just have no switch-ins, Mega Medicham, and the Murkrow, because Murkrow with T-Wave would be very annoying to something like Arrow. And then for his other two, he could bring Arcanine for Intimidate purposes. He could bring a Moongus for Spore, or he could bring hard hitters like Mamoswine and Salamence, or Lone Marowak. But the four that I definitely thought were coming, or he could bring Rotom Fan. He could bring double Rotom. I did a mock battle, and the person I mocked ran double Rotom. But the team I brought is over here. Got Mega Arrow, Fire Fang, Toxic, Stone Edge, Aerial Ace. Toxic's there just because I outspeed everything on his team. Something might switch out, and I can get one of his bulkier mons, like maybe Arcanine or a Rotom Wash on a switch in with a Toxic. Max HP, Adamant. His team's slow, so I can run Adamant, no speed, on Mega Arrow and still outspeed his fastest mon. I got Kieran Black, almost the same set as last week. No HP Fire, but Protect. For his Mega Medicham, if Jinko's smart enough to where he probably packs both High Jump Kick and Drain Punch, or Drain Punch over High Jump Kick because I have a Kofag, but Protect's just there to scout if it does, or if it doesn't have High Jump Kick. It's also nice for to scout for like potential Scarfers to take out Kyurem. I got Sashed, Galvantula, Webs, Volt Switch, Thunder, HP Ice for Salamence. I got Max HP, Max Defense, Kofagrigus, Shadow Ball, Will-O-Wisp, Pain Split, HP Ice again for the Salamence. This is my answer to a Salamence setting up, or his Mamoswine. This is really nice. I can throw off Will-O-Wisps, get some damage. I got a max HP, max special defense Pillow-Swine. This assures that I could potentially get rocks up, or take a non-specs Hydro Pump from a Primarina and do a lot of damage with Earthquake or Toxic, rather, or which one I see fit. Ice Shard there in case Salamence sets up. And then I have Split Defenses Mew again, Culber Berry this time, Defog, Soft Boiled Willow, and Ice Beam. Yeah, Ice Beam's just good coverage. This is the team he actually brought. He brought the Prim, the Rotom Wash, the Murkrow, and the Mega Medicham, and brought a Escavalier, which I didn't really see coming all that much, but I did bring Fire Fang. I don't really know why I brought Fire Fang. I think I just brought Fire Fang in case he brings Escavalier, or if I need like a sure hit on Mamoswine if he's not thick fat. And yeah. Brought the Murkrow, which can be really annoying in past battles of him. It's been a T-Waver, a Taunt, Toxic. he's got the Arcanine and the Mega Medicham. Seeing this team, I'm no disrespects because I just do not have a switch in. Mega Medicham's just there's one set, really. Murkrow's just gonna be a nuisance. Rotom's probably gonna be max defense, max HP, because I have a lot of physical attackers. As for this Arcanine, the Arcanine and the Escavalier can both be defensive, or like bulky offense, or straight defense. Escavalier more in the lines of the bulky offense, and considering all the bulk on his team, this Arcanine probably offensive. But it wouldn't surprise me if he's like Toxic, Morning Sun, like Wild Charge and Flare Blitz. But as for what I lead, I lead Galvantula. That is extremely loud. I led Galvantula. As he leads Rotom, I go for the Volt Switch because knowing this thing gets defogged now. I take a while to predict what he's going to do. I thought about going in the Kyurem to take the Hydro Pump, or in a Mew to take the Hydro Pump, but I don't see him Volt Switching against... well, I know I can live a Hydro Pump, and I think his better play is the Volt Switch. So I'll go into Pillow Sign. Take the Volt Switch. He goes for the Hydro Pump. That only does 41. And I get up my rocks. This turn I have to switch out. So I switch out into my Kyurem to take another Hydro Pump. He goes for the Defog. Right here, I just go for Earth Power. Nothing on his team besides the Murkrow really wants to take this. It's going to be doing good damage to Primarina. It's going to be doing decent damage to Escavalier. I think it kills Arcanine and it two-shots Mega Medicham. And if he stays in, predicting to live this, and Will-O-Wisp me, Fusion Bolt isn't going to be doing anything to Primarina or Murkrow, or even this if he can like Pain Split up. But I decided to go for the Earth Power here because Theravel can break through abilities, and I'm able to get the there's like two, you know how like a damage calc does in it's just loading in. You see these like possible damage outputs. There was only 2 possible damage outputs to kill from that range. Did 88 max. And I do get a high roll, which he loses his Rotom, which is high. It's just really important to this team. Like, this is just such a bulky mon. You can throw around Willows, you can defog. And now he loses his defogger, unless Murkrow has defog. I don't think Murkrow gets defog. It might. It probably does. Let me see. Yeah, Murkrow gets defog. But I don't think he would bring double defog. He's already shown defog on this. So I do get the kill on that. Really nice. He sends in his Escav. Then I go into Kofag as he knocks off. He no longer has Overcoat. I decided to go for the Pain Split here when I almost Willowed. That wouldn't have been too good. And I stayed in here because I was thinking, what can this do that Mew can't? Like, Mew can throw around Willows. So I used this as a opportunity to see what set he was. If he was like a Scarf set, Scarf Timid set to try to like drop Kyurem, or to like drop me not speed creeping a Scarfmon with Mega Arrow, then I live this and I get a pain split off. But knowing that it does kill me lets me know that it is 100% specs modest. I go into Galvantula. Nothing on his team really wants to take a Thunder, as that does 42 Volt Switch out to 27. And I go into Piloswine as he goes for the Mega Horn and misses. This allows me to get up rocks. I don't think that would have killed it. Might have. But Ironhead is able to pick off the Piloswine. And I'm able to go into Arrow and Aerial Ace this turn, as he decides to stay in and let me kill this. He goes into his Prim here, and during the battle, I started to second guess myself. I was like, is this really could that have roll on Kofag been like a Scarf Monis set to kill? But even through like Scarf Monis, I would have lived. So I take his I call his bluff of this potentially being Scarf, and I hit the Stone Edge and kill this. So it's down to a 3-4. He goes into Mega Metacham. I don't really know why. I was expecting him to go into Mercury there and just T-Wave me, but he's able to get there. Well, he fakes out and gets the flinch. I go for the Aerial Ace, and this is really important. I get a crit on the Intimidate, and this Arcanine drops. And since this is offensive, or since that crit killed, I know this is offensive, or was going to be offensive. And then after the battle, he told me it was Scarf. Scarf Wild Charge for this. But even if it was, like, say I don't get a crit there, and then he Wild Charges on the next turn as a Stone Edge, I kill this. The Wild Charge does 44 to 55? Since I'm max HP, or 55 to 66. And that takes me out of range of Fake Out from Mega Metacham. But that's just really unfortunate that I did get that crit, because it would have... This game might have been different. I switch out on his predicted... on me predicting that he's going to Toxic. Or Thunder Wave, actually. But he shows Toxic right there. I Thunder this and then get the Para. He's just gonna sit here and roost. So I Volt Switch out and go into Kyurem, because I don't really care if this gets T-Waved, if he does pack Toxic and T-Wave, as Ice Beam's gonna be doing more than he's healing up. I decided to go for another Ice Beam here, as he goes for a Toxic just to sack this. It's now 2 kills for Kyurem, 3 kills for Mega Arrow. As he goes into his Mega Metacham, there's no way this can beat me. I'm pretty sure I live a Bullet Punch from this with Arrow. I decided to go into Galvantula just to preserve KD on Kyurem. As I just throw off a Thunder here, do 70 and just sack off the Galvantula. And I'm able to go into Mega Arrow and Aerial Ace for the 3-0 win. He didn't even pack Bullet Punch. And the kills go the same as last week. Arrow gets 4, Kyurem gets 2. This, I got a lot of hacks this game. With rolls and Thunder and the crits, and it wasn't really a fun time for Jinko. I kind of expected the Mamoswine over the Escav. I think with a little bit more offensive pressure on his team, um, could have, like, say he ran like Aquajet, like Life Orb Aquajet on his Prim and like Ice Shard. I think that would have been able to knock this out. Like, I think the way that he should have beat like Mega Arrow is through priority. Because he has so many mons on his team that can run priority, and that was like really scary from a team when building. But next week we face. That's conference. Next week we face. Where am I? DYM. That should be fun. His team is this one: Dragonite, Gengar, Meloetta, Alolan Muck, Gallade, Credilli, Megazard Y, Starmie, Volcanion, Electros, and Go-Goat. That looks like Mega Arrow food to me. But thank you for watching, and see ya.